Welcome to Around an Hour. Please subscribe. The channel. A seismic shift is rattling the American auto industry. Major Japanese automakers, long pillars of US manufacturing, are moving north, not home, but to Canada. This isn't a trickle, it's a flood. Factory after factory is scaling back or shutting down. Communities built around these plants are reeling. For decades, these factories meant stability and a future. Now, that promise is gone. The announcements came fast, catching many off guard. Japanese brands, icons of reliability, are pulling out, citing business realities. The US is no longer their top choice for North American production. Billions once earmarked for US upgrades are now flowing into Canada. This is a strategic realignment, redrawing the auto map of North America. From Ohio to Alabama, the story repeats. Layoffs in the US, new electric vehicle plants in Ontario. The contrast is stark and deeply unsettling for American workers and policymakers. The cars will still be sold in the US, but not built by American hands. For every assembly line job lost, several more vanish from the local economy. Suppliers, diners, realtors, all feel the ripple effect. Communities that once welcomed these giants now face uncertainty. The northward migration of auto jobs isn't just a headline, it's a personal story of loss for millions. The economic engine of countless towns is sputtering and the implications are massive. The exodus triggered immediate outrage from Donald Trump. He accused Japanese automakers of betrayal, reminding everyone how much they've profited from the US market. Trump called the move a disgrace, vowing companies would pay a price for abandoning American workers. His message: this isn't just business, it's a slap in the face to the nation. He blames current policies for making it easy for companies to leave, insisting it wouldn't have happened under his watch. Trump's response has turned a business story into a political firestorm, fueling public anger and keeping the issue in the headlines. For him, it's about putting America first, and these companies, in his eyes, just put America last. Why are automakers leaving the US for Canada? It's a perfect storm of policy, economics, and logistics. New trade agreements have made Canada more attractive for assembling cars, especially electric vehicles. Canada's publicly funded healthcare slashes employer costs, saving manufacturers hundreds of millions. Aggressive government incentives, tax breaks, grants, and training programs sweeten the deal. Canada's political climate is stable and pro-business, a sharp contrast to the US. The country also boasts rich supplies of key minerals for EV batteries, making supply chains more secure. Building closer to these resources is a huge advantage. Canada's unified forward-looking approach has branded it as the smart, safe, and profitable choice for the auto industry's future. For automakers, the decision is clear. Canada is the new frontier. For American workers, the corporate logic offers no comfort. In many towns, the factory is the community's lifeblood. When a plant closes, thousands lose jobs, and skills honed over decades become obsolete. The ripple effect is swift. Local businesses suffer, property values drop, and public services face cuts. The sense of community erodes, replaced by anxiety and hopelessness. Families face chaos, mortgages, college plans, and retirements are suddenly at risk. Older workers are hit hardest, often forced to choose between uprooting or facing financial uncertainty. Depression and health issues rise, compounding the crisis. Empty factories become grim reminders of lost prosperity. For those left behind, statistics don't matter. What matters is the empty chair at the dinner table and the fear of what's next. The heartland is dotted with ghost towns in the making. Across the border, a different story unfolds. In Canada, new auto investments are sparking an economic boom. Southern Ontario and Quebec are transforming into high-tech manufacturing hubs. Billions in investment mean new, clean factories and thousands of skilled jobs. Demand for labor is so strong, it's reversing Canada's brain drain. Schools and automakers are partnering to train a new generation for these roles. The benefits ripple outward. Housing booms, local businesses thrive, and cities invest in infrastructure. Canadian leaders hail this as a national victory, crediting strategic planning and a stable climate. Canada is now a leader in the EV revolution, embracing its new role with confidence and pride. The contrast with the US could not be more stark. This is a tale of two nations on diverging paths. In the US, the story is one of frustration, division, and loss. Closed diners, anxious faces, and talk of uncertain futures. In Canada, it's optimism and growth, construction cranes, help-wanted signs, and rising home values. The same industry is creating two realities, separated only by a border. The US is caught in political infighting and inconsistent policy, making long-term planning tough. Canada, meanwhile, presents a unified front with all levels of government working together to capture the future of auto manufacturing. This stability is irresistible to global corporations making billion-dollar decisions. The result, North America's economic energy is flowing north. One nation manages decline, the other, growth. The continent is being rewired before our eyes. As the dust settles, the future of American manufacturing is uncertain. The loss of anchor factories could signal a long-term decline in advanced manufacturing. Can the US adapt and attract new investment, or will more companies head north? Political infighting threatens practical solutions, while communities struggle to recover. Retraining helps, but without new investment, many will be forced to leave their hometowns. The challenge is to create good-paying jobs that can sustain families and communities. This is a wake-up call. The global economy is shifting, and only agile, united nations will win the industries of the future. The future of American industry hangs in the balance.